On a beautiful sunny day in July 2025, I went for a long walk on the island of Sylt. At the time, I was in the full-time online course phase of my professional training, so technically I could work from anywhere. My husband's solution, while he was on holiday, was a workation. During our 3 weeks at the North Sea, I only had 4 actual vacation days, but I made the most of them, including this wonderful sunny start to the day. This route is one of my absolute favorites on Sylt. I'll explain why a little later. The day started on the promenade in Westerland, passing the music pavilion, which has been entertaining visitors with spa concerts in its current form since 1992. Passing Sunset Beach and Westerland's popular surfing spot, I left the main promenade behind and continued north. Sylt is a very special place for me. We came here frequently when I was a child, so the island is filled with nostalgic memories and strong emotions. At least among my friends, it seems that many families have, or used to have, that one holiday destination they return to year after year. Do you have a place like that too? Let me know in the comments below. My Sylt has nothing to do with champagne, luxury or celebrity culture, like it is customary presented in the media. To me, it's all about endless sandy beaches and that incredible feeling of being alive when the autumn storms almost blow you off your feet and the wind seems to wake every bit of you. In fact, my visit in the summer of 2025 was only my second time experiencing Sylt in summer. Usually, I come here in autumn when the island is much quieter. As you can see though, you can still find beauty and tranquility in summer. You just have to come very early in the morning or head for the more secluded beaches away from the main promenades. When I reached Wenningstedt, I was very grateful for my UV protection hoodie because the UV index was exceptionally high. Even here, it was still too early for many actual beachgoers to be around, so I had a look at the wooden ones. Leaving the beach behind, I walked through the village towards Wenningstedt's village pond. Just behind the pond you'll find the Frisian Chapel and the Denghoog. The Denghoog is a Neolithic passage grave dating from around 3200 to 2800 BC. The name Denghoog comes from Söllring, the local Frisian dialect spoken on Sylt. It means Thing Hill. A thing was a public assembly where Germanic communities met to settle legal disputes and make political decisions. It's therefore quite possible that this site once served more than just as a burial place. I actually have a photo from a visit to Trondheim back in 2012. Interestingly, the Norwegian word for a courthouse is still tinghus, literally house of the thing. But now back to the Denghoog. The following photos are either from my visit in 2018 or from online sources, because the burial chamber was still closed on the day of this hike. You enter the tomb through an opening in the roof and arrive in the main chamber. To leave again, you have to crawl through the original entrance passage, which is only about 1 meter high. If you'd like to explore the Denghoog in 3D yourself, you'll find a link in the description to a virtual tour provided by the Söllring Museums. From the Denghoog I could already see one of Kampen's lighthouses in the distance. Kampen was my next destination. I continued through Wenningstedt towards the dune trail leading to the famous Red Cliff. Along the way, it wasn't just the beautiful beach roses that caught my eye. I also noticed a house with a freshly thatched roof and couldn't help to stop and marvel at the craftsmanship. The dune trail between Wenningstedt and Kampen is currently my favorite walk anywhere on Sylt. The views are simply breathtaking. At the end of the trail lies the Uwe Düne, the highest point on the island, reaching record-breaking 52.5 meters above sea level. The dune is named after the lawyer Uwe Jens Lonsen, who lived from 1793 to 1838. At the time, Sylt was part of the Duchy of Schleswig, a fief under the Danish king. After studying law, Lonsen therefore entered the Danish civil service. He became known for advocating a united Schleswig-Holstein under a common administration with greater political and administrative self-governance of the region. Reaching the top of the Uwe Düne rewarded me with a spectacular panoramic view across the island. Looking north, I could even make out the distinctive shape of Sylt's famous Ellenbogen Peninsula. From there I headed down to the beach for a quick look at the red cliff from below. It was a little too crowded for my liking, so I didn't stay for long. Instead, I continued towards one of Kampen's two lighthouses. It was built in 1913 to support the main lighthouse. It was decommissioned again in 1974, so today only the main lighthouse remains in operation. Personally, I think this is the most beautiful lighthouse on the island. I just love the dark brick facade. What do you think? Do you prefer the classic red and white striped lighthouses? Following a small footpath, I even came across another burial mound right in the middle of Kampen, before making my way back down to the sea where I finished the hike. I hope you enjoyed joining me today on this walk. During my workation I completed 2 more hikes on Sylt, which I'll be editing and uploading at some point in the future as well. There will also be a bonus trip to Helgeland.